What's up, guys? It's Tim from Coastal Life Media, and welcome back to Six Flags Adventureland, my ship in a bottle park that begs the question, what would a park built by the Six Flags Corporation look like round about the year 2015? Before we get started, I'd like to invite you to subscribe to this channel for more Planet Coaster content, as well as realistic amusement park vlogs that we do when we get the chance. Of course, things are a little slow with our trips to amusement parks right now, but of course when we do, we try to vlog it and share our experiences with you. So please don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon to be notified when new videos are uploaded through this channel. What you are actually looking at right now on screen is a little bit of progress that I have made in one of the backstage areas. There are two major backstage areas. One is more for maintenance, and this one is more for administrative purposes. This houses the offices, the one major office area right here, and now we have a second office building in the works, but that is not necessarily what we are working on here in this episode. Of course, you do see the staff parking lot with a bunch of golf carts that are for executives to be able to pick up and drive through the park when necessary. This is actually the main office building, the main office building, and then you have the two smaller buildings that would have been added recently, just tack it on, and we actually have a small little courtyard here for staff members to come out and take breaks or whatever, and just be able to hang out. We have two break areas, I guess, and this is the main entrance to that, and we have the little bollards here to keep traffic out of that area. So in theory, what you would do is, if you are coming through the main parking lot, you would come in through this gate area and around that building and into the parking lot. So that is one of the things that I have done. Another thing that I have done over here is I have added satellite covers, similar to the satellite parking lot in Six Flags Great Adventure. So basically what you have are the covered satellite parking spaces that are lit with solar power, which is kind of cool. I really do like it. The reason why I decided to do this is I was actually watching a video on El Toro Ryan's channel, where he went, or his team, and eventually later him, went to go to the debut of Jersey Devil there at the park, and they parked in the satellite lot, and I thought about it, and I was like, I don't know why I didn't think of that, because I have kind of been interested in how they have that there for those purposes. So what I did was I added the satellite cover. I put numbers on it so you would know which lane you parked in, and so on and so forth, and what have you. I also added a whole lot of greenery right here to kind of close that off just a little bit. But the thing that I am about to embark on is something that I honestly never really thought about doing up until I was working over here in this area. As you can see, I have a whole lot of space here, and originally I was thinking it would be cool to add a water park, extension or expansion, but that is not a lot of space. So I figured, why not let this be the first Six Flags park to actually own and operate its very own hotel. It's been rumored that Great Adventure would get their own hotel or resort or whatever, especially since there are very few hotels near Great Adventure. It has been rumored that Magic Mountain would buy the Hilton Garden Inn right across the street from their park and start operating that, but nothing has come of that. So it's something that is not necessarily a new concept, but this would be a park that would actually do it. So I am going to move some things around in this area and try to build a hotel for this park. Now, I am trying to figure out logistics of where the parking lot for this would go, or if it would share this little area of parking over here. I'm trying to figure that out. So just bear with me, and I will let you know what we come up with in the next update. So basically, I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on where we are. I scoped out a quick little layout of how I wanted to do it. Basically have a simple rectangular building, and then you have the over or the underpass, I guess you could call it, where you would drive under, drop your guests off, and go into the parking lot. So I wanted to do this now before I got too far in and possibly forgot to show you this, but I did want you guys to see the detail that I put into here. There's a lot more coming. I put mulching on everything over here. There's going to be doors, like emergency exit doors right here. Technically, these are stairwells, so it's not the main elevator. The main elevator would basically be like a central thing, and then you have stairwells around the perimeter of the building. So at the base of each stairwell, there'll be like an emergency exit. But I am starting to like this. It's weird to say because I've only done the ground of it, but I'm starting to like it. It's a lot. I have a lot that I have to do, but it's looking pretty nice so far. I am working on trying to find more inspiration of the style that I want to go with. I also did a little bit, if I can show you, you can probably guess, I've been doing a little bit of lighting, and I just love the warm, inviting nature that it kind of gives with this warm lighting, rather than just having that harsh white lighting. So you have lighting around the underpass, and then you have the door lighting, and then there's kind of like a floodlight for every time I start recording, that's when the camera wants to get stupid. But there's like a safety floodlighting right there, because of course anywhere where you're gonna have people driving, you're gonna want to have good visibility. So yeah, I'm working on this, but I just wanted to stop and show you guys that before I got too far, because I could feel that I'm gonna end up going really far, and then I'm gonna forget a lot of stuff. So with all of that being said, I'm getting right back to it. Another quick update here. I now have more of a final shape. I have not done all of the window details yet. I regret the way that I did this. I should have done the copy and paste, where you do one block and then just copy and paste it all the way around, but I did not do that. I guess I wasn't thinking. But I do want to let you guys know that I have started a back of the hotel is actually a pool. And I actually started this way out of order. I was actually working on this, and then I was adding a pathway around the building, and then I just kind of looked and said this would be the best place for putting a pool. So I did that, and I just basically did some terrain work and added that, and got these pool chairs off of the Theme Maker's Toolkit. And yeah, I really like how this is coming. It's so simple, and it looks almost real, to the point where this is exactly like what I've seen at a regular hotel pools. It's not over the top. They add palm trees around it, even if they're fake, just to kind of add to the scenery of it, and it looks kind of nice and simple. I love that because it honestly gives me a feel like if I'm staying here, I'm on vacation. And then you turn around and you have like the roller coasters and everything, and it's really an amazing environment. I would love for this to exist in reality, where you can just swim and then turn around and you see the Superman the ride track just right behind you. It's so cool, and I love it. With that being said, one thing that I did want to talk about was something that I just kind of guessed at and it worked. Is these little um, I don't even know what they're called, but they basically separate the shallow end of the pool from the deep end of the pool. Um, Basically, these are art shapes, and what I did was I would place one in the color white, and then I would basically scoot one like slightly over and color it red, and that's basically how you get these two-toned art shapes. You have a nice little diving board here. So it's coming together. I do have to do some doors and all of that for this area, but yeah, it's really coming together. I like it. It's super simple, a small layout. This area is really nice. I am going to have to put the filter and all of that either somewhere fenced within this back fence or like out here somewhere. So that's something that I'm going to do pretty soon. I have slightly figured out how I want to do the parking, how I wanted to connect this parking to the hotel parking. The weird thing about it is that basically, so this parking lot is paid. So if you're here, you are paying for parking. The only way that you would be able to enter the parking lot for this is if you pay for parking in the actual park, or if you have a reservation at the hotel or something like that. So either I can just continue it over, or I can just kind of like create another parking lot and just connect it to that. I'm trying to figure it out. It's a lot to kind of have to do, so I'm just trying to figure it out, and I'm taking my time trying to understand what I want to do with that. And also I would have to add a sign somewhere for that. Other than that, that's all I really wanted to talk about in this update. I am going to keep working at it and let you guys know what I come up with. See you soon. So I've done a lot of work within this layout for how I wanted to do the parking lot. Also, I did some other stuff that I'm going to show you in a minute. So basically, I decided to go against making this a paid parking lot. Basically, so what you would do is, since this is the main road that connects, that has access to the actual park, I have a separate parking lot that connects to this main road, and it kind of has a roundabout, kind of a roundabout, if you want to call it that, right around here. So you would come basically in and out and so on and so forth and what have you. There's going to be a sign in the middle and some more stuff like that. But basically, I have a very, very small parking lot because I feel as though there isn't going to be that much that would need to be or there's not that many rooms that it would need to be a huge parking lot. So basically what you have is this main parking lot. You have parking like along here, like let's say if you are in one of these rooms right here and you would come down and just want to come out and have easy access to your car and stuff like that, and you have parking all the way along here, and you can park on either side. There is no parking in the rear because this would kind of be like just a way to get from one end to another, and this also has access to the maintenance, or not necessarily the maintenance, but the backstage area of the park, so that it could also be able to have access to the hotel. This is more of the administrative side of the backstage. And the other end, this is more of the maintenance area and the storage area. So, to be able to have that basically right there is a good thing for that area to have. Also, so basically, in theory, the hotel would be running and operating all year round, even when the park is not. And when the park is operating, you would be able to get early access to the park. Do it basic. I would put like some type of walkway or something over here, and that will go all the way down. And basically, you would be able to walk over and have early access to the park. Get in maybe an hour or two before the main parking lot opens, which is another reason why it's good to have a separate parking lot. Of course, you would need like maybe an armband, like how Mount Olympus and Wisconsin Dells, a lot of the hotels and resorts around in the area, especially like the Kalahari Resort, they actually give you armbands if you sign up for a specific package, which would give you access to the park for free. Even though that park is only like maybe like $20 to get in, or $10, something like that. It's a really cheap park, which is probably why they have the problems that they do have as far as unruly guests. But that is not my place to get into. But yeah. So basically, you would get an armband, and you would be able to go in, and as long as you have the armband on you, you would be able to get into the park maybe an hour or two before the actual park opens. So you get exclusive ride times and stuff like that, which would be definitely cool, especially when the park is full in the summer, around the 4th of July, all of that. It would definitely be hella packed, and that is the technical term that they use in the amusement park industry. It's hella packed. I did the windows and doors. As I said earlier in the episode, I wanted to have like an emergency exit at the base of each stairwell, which is what these are. One thing that I did do that I have to do again is I put floodlights at the top of this, just to kind of accent the blue, because the building itself is just concrete. But I'll do that at a later time. I also added, these little vent facades to these front windows to basically symbolize how each room has their own air conditioning, where you can set it to your own specific temp. I have not done it to all sides because right before I started to record this update, I actually found the easy way to, I forgot to put a piece of wall right there, but I actually found an easy way to just, copy and paste these windows without it being a headache. So I just wanted to do that and get it done so I could see what it looks like, and basically go from there. So with all of that being said, this is the hotel. I have not made a sign yet. I want that to be the last thing that I do, which is going to be the next thing that I do here, is create a sign. I'm still not sure what I want to name this park, which is why it's been taking me so long to figure that out. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to make a sign within the same style of the building. And hopefully, whatever it is, I guess I'm just going to name it like the Six Flags Hotel. There is actually a Best Western sign in the Theme Maker's Toolkit, but I don't think I like it. It is huge. But it would make sense that maybe the park is operated by Best Western and just holds the Six Flags name, something like that. I don't know, but either way, I don't think I want to do that. I want it to be something exclusive to the Six Flags brand, so I guess I'll just name it something along those lines. So that's what I'm going to do, and that's going to be the last thing that I do in this episode. That actually, now that I'm saying it, I'm sure people are wondering what that was. I basically just copied and pasted it around early on in this build so that I wouldn't have to keep doing that. And it has actually been about 5 hours that I've been working on this. Believe it or not, I've actually been working strictly on this hotel and the build for about 5 hours, and I'm really proud of what I've gotten done in that time. To think that this was just a road going back there, and now it's got a whole kind of thing, it's pretty cool. So I'm gonna do that, and I will let you see the end results. And that's it. I just kept it simple and gave this hotel a very beautiful, simple sign, reusing the materials from the actual building. Of course, we have the Six Flags logo, hotel, and some beautiful flowers. Of course, it's lit also with lighting. So I can show you that. So yeah, that's literally it. I am again really proud of what I did here. I spent a lot of time working on this hotel. It was literally something that I just thought about doing, and I'm so glad that I did, because it kind of fills this area out really well. And it's really cool to be on the other side of things, and you basically just see this hotel. And for those, and again, Six Flags is all about exclusivity. So if you are just coming in and people from the hotel have been there for 2 hours, and you're just now coming in at like 10 or whatever time it is, and you already see people on the rides, and then you park and you see this beautiful building, you're like, well, not beautiful, it's literally as simple as can be. You're like, well, that could be me, I could be doing that. So of course they're going to give you the option to plan your next visit by making a reservation there at the park for your next visit. So it's always about getting people interested, basically by envy, I guess you could say. Just like the Flash Pass, where you're in a line for like an hour and a half, and somebody just walks right past you and gets on after 2 minutes. It's all about envy. You wish you could do that. Well, guess what? You can, if you spend the extra money to do so. So again, I really my favorite part of this, honestly, is this pool. It is such a simple area. It's not a whole lot back here. It's literally just a pool, and it has parking lot access, of course, but I love that there is just a nice place where you can relax. And once more, I said it before and I'll say it again, to be able to go swimming and just look up and see the Superman the Ride right there in the background is so cool, especially if you're swimming maybe at night or whatever, because there is a light package that I tried to do on that ride. It's not it's literally just floodlights or whatever. You probably can't even see it from this angle, but there is, well, yeah, I gotta work on how to light it up a little bit better. But yeah, speaking of lights, I actually did light up the pool with some colored lights, just to kind of add to the ambiance. It's purple, light blue, and then down here in the deep is dark blue, to kind of give it the illusion that you're going into the abyss, even though you're not. I do have to add some safety lights, but I'll do that later, because like I said, I've been playing this game for about 6 hours now, and my eyes are starting to cross. So once again, I will just thank you guys for sticking with me through this build, and I hope that you guys will consider subscribing to the channel for more Planet Coaster and amusement park content, and of course it really does help that you guys support the channel. My name is Tim from Coaster Life Media, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.